Welcome back, and here we are just before our first Euro Cup game against Ajax. Since we've been gone, we've actually lost our last two league games, which is a shame, but it's early days, so they're not massive losses. Burnley away is always a difficult match, no matter which team you are. Chris Wood got both the goals in the first half there. And then Man United beat us 1-0 with their £60-something million signing, Mauro Icardi. When you've got a player that's cost you 60-something million, the only thing separating the two teams, I think that's quite good progress for us as a team. But like I said, it's early days. We do actually have a hard run in the Premiership at the moment. We've got Tottenham away, Man City at home, Bournemouth, the league winners last year, away. And then Chelsea at home. So we've got quite a few tough games coming up, but then we have a run of what I would call winnable games. So hopefully by Christmas time we should be looking, by the time we play Arsenal again, or by the time we play Arsenal, sorry, we should be looking in a decent position in the league, I would hope. Obviously our challenge this year is to get Euro Cup through the league itself. But now we're going to move on to Ajax at home in our Euro Cup debut. So here we are, welcome Ajax to St Mary's Stadium. No Dolberg today, he got injured. He was back for the last game, he got injured in the last game. Unfortunately he's out for about a week or so. The changes aren't too heavy. We're going for a familiar back four. Gary Cahill comes back into the team, Hoyt being rested. We're going for Askasabar, Romeo and Arthur, which I think is probably my strongest midfield three. We're resting Lozano. He's starting on the bench as he's on 93%, and we've got a tough game coming up against Tottenham. We've also got Florinel Koeman on the bench after the big hoo-ha of him not being able to be eligible for the qualifying. He's now eligible for the Euro Cup proper, so we've registered him into the team, so he'll be on the bench. But Dembele, with his terrific scoring record in this competition so far, 10 goals and 6 appearances, hopefully he can continue that in this game against Ajax. We should do this for the fans. And heading down the tunnel, yes, he's just being rested because he was injured. And now we kick off. So this is our first European Cup game since I've taken over. Obviously it's our second season. I think we've got probably the best players that Ajax had in their team. De Ligt obviously is playing against his old team. We've got Kluivert on, not on the bench. Tadic on the bench. We've got Dolberg's injured, obviously, as I said. So we've got their three best players, but none of them playing. And that almost didn't matter for them. David Neres puts it wide. We're going for control mentality because we're at home. We should be attacking them from the off. We should be trying to push against them more than they're pushing against us. And I think as well with Askasabar and Romeo in the midfield, we should be able to control possession quite well. Saying that, they're the ones with the highlights at the moment. There's Ita with a great challenge and a ball to Dembele. Dembele's got options now in the box. He crosses it in and Velman's out. But Askasabar onto it, Romeo onto Veros. Romeo, can you see Ita? No. Askasabar through to Dembele. Hi, Saj. Oh, it's unlucky. But Romeo got the ball still. This is a good bit of pressure here from us. Chamberlain crosses it in and Dembele's there. Dembele scores. That's 11 in 7 for him in the Euro Cup. This is his competition this year, I think. And if he keeps scoring like this, there's no reason why we can't go and push on for a decent finish in this competition. It's a good header. Good cross from Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. And that's going to be a bit of a boring first half, it looks. Oh, 1 minute. Oh, he's hit the bar. Crikey. Crikey, he hit the bar, he did. Oh, it's all livened up now. Askasabar with the ball to Arthur. It's now to Ontiveros. And Dembele scores again. That's 12 in 7 for him. ridiculous form in this competition. Really nicely played here. Ita just sees Ontiveros, and Ontiveros unselfishly just plays it across Dembele. I say unselfishly, it's what all wingers should be doing, but Ontiveros with the cross here to nobody, and Ziyech will get the ball out. He runs, and he runs, and he puts it wide. Why he's shooting from there, I'm not sure. I'd be very annoyed if I was his manager. Amin Younes has come on for Ajax. Now, Amin Younes is actually a fairly decent wonder kid. They've got 3 good wingers, wonder kids. Vaclav Cerny, Amin Younes, and the player we bought, Justin Kluivert. I went for Kluivert just simply because of his pedigree. I feel like he's got a bit more to offer overall, being Patrick Kluivert's son. I think there's not a lot of difference between him and Cerny. So it's up to you which one you want, really. Amin Younes is not as good as either of those two. Chamberlain's Dembele and Dembele's hat-trick there. There we go. This is an easy game for us now. 3-0 up, first game. Club Brugge also enjoying a easy victory for them. Looks like we're going to bring on Coman just to give him a run out. And Dembele will probably start against in our next Premiership match. So Coman to come on. Not quite sure what other changes to make. I might rest Arthur in a minute. Bring on Wilshere. High Saj to Arthur. Ontiveros. Oh, Ontiveros puts it wide and over. Okay, let's make our last. Oh, I took off at Romeo. And that's Gasabar. That's actually the injured one. Oh dear, Darius. Okay, I'm still going to make the same change that I was going to make. As Gasabar's now going to have to hold on. I don't have anybody else to replace him. That's really it's a really bad misplay from me in terms of a tactical change. As Gaspar has to come off after starting a twisted knee. Yeah, we know. Okay, 3-0. Really good result here from our team. Not the most exciting of matches, but it's good to get the first Euro Cup game underway and with a win, especially against a team that should be the top of, one of the strongest team in the group, which is Ajax. Wilshere now to Ontiveros is their last gasp goal here. Sturaro to Chamberlain. Crosses it in and Coman's there. Wilshere sees Ontiveros. And it's offside. It's game over there. And Ajax have had a poor trip to England. To the south coast where they've been beaten 3-0. Courtesy of that man, Moussa Dembele. They've done excellently. Dembele's done excellent. And we're going to join you next for the Carabao Cup match versus Leicester. So here we are, Leicester in the Carabao Cup. I'm showing this mainly because we are defending our title win last year, but also because we're going for a bit of a second string team here. Ontiveros, Kluivert and Coman all start. Wilshere and Højbjerg in the middle, and Hoyt and Varnier in the centre back positions. And big news for Will Mannion, who is starting in goal, and he is potentially a championship level goalkeeper. So this might be a huge mistake for us. Hopefully he can do himself a favour by staying in the competition and then hopefully getting a few more games. As Iheanacho crosses over and Gray touches out for a goal kick. And Højbjerg will take this corner into Varnier, who puts it over. Varnier, also he's the young centre-back that we bought last year. We left him at his current club on loan, and he's returned to us this year. He looks like he's going to be a really good prospect for the future, so it's important to let him get some game time to help him develop. Ontiveros scores. That's an easy goal to score for Ontiveros. Coman with a lovely pass in there. And we can see here, Cedric plays it to Wilshere. to Coman, and it's a lovely turn and reverse pass for Ontiveros to then just place it past the goalkeeper. Kasper Schmeichel in goal. Leicester actually playing one of their stronger teams. I don't think there's any players there missing. Okay, Riyad Mahrez is on the bench. Iheanacho's playing instead of Jamie Vardy. But other than that, it's a fairly strong team. And this guy here, Tuanzebe, who they've got on loan from Man United, is a real wonder kid centre-back. And Iheanacho to Gray, and Mannion should have really got that. That's poor goalkeeping. It's this kind of thing that shows why he's not ready yet for, or could be ever for, Premiership football. Look, he should just be. I don't know what he's doing. This is what I don't like about Football Manager, is that action. No goalkeeper in the world does that action. It like the slow kind of, oh, I'm not really going to go towards the ball. I guess it's trying to animate mistakes made, but I just feel like it could be done a little bit better. Anyway, it's half time. It's 1-1. It's not been the most exciting of halves, but we're still in this, and you know, if we're still in this, then we've got a chance of winning the game, and that's the important thing here. Like, to win with a second string team against Leicester would be a real sign of the progress we've made as a team and a club. You know, last year Cedric and Bertrand started the year as the first choice fullbacks, and now they are second string. So I think that's quite important. This has been a very boring half. There's been no highlights except for this one. Wilshere to Coman to Cliver. Oh, Cliver couldn't get onto it properly. And now Leicester will counter. Kind of. There's a lot more Southampton players than Leicester at the moment. And that's good. Wilshere to Ontiveros. Ontiveros has got options, but he's going to go alone. He puts it just wide. Okay, maybe we need to make a change. Ontiveros off. Let's bring on Herving Lozano. Just to spice up a little bit there. And what else we've got going on here? Romeo. Gaspar I didn't really want to risk. He's only just come back from injury. He's on 92%, I think. So I thought it was better just to leave him out of this game. And obviously we've got Man City next in the league. And Wilshere puts it just wide. We've kind of come alive in this last kind of 10 minutes. But it not been enough to get another goal in. And moving on to extra time now, which is not really what we wanted. We've got a lot of games as it happens anyway, with Euro Cup every week. So lucky enough, half these players aren't involved in first team games, so we can still push on for this game. And it's a bit of a boring first half extra time. No highlights in the first few minutes. And Mahrez is going to dip the ball in, and Mannion makes a save. Good on him. 104th minute, 105th. This is clearly going to go to penalties. So we need to think about that in terms of the substitutions that we make. I think we'll bring Dembele on. Okay, let's have a quick look now at... Oh, we've got to do that first. Okay, we'll look in about 5 minutes. We'll look at making a couple of substitutions in terms of bringing on a couple more penalty takers. Okay, let's have a look. So, Coman's penalty taking is good. It's 13. Lozano is good at 12. Kluivert's 12. Wilshere's 12. Højbjerg's 13. Oh, they've all got very good penalty taking. This guy hasn't, Romeo. Storaro, what's his penalties like? Not good either. Okay. Arthur's. And Arthur's is good. So let's bring on Arthur for Romeo. Swap him for Højbjerg. And just put him in a more advanced playmaker position. And Moussa Dembele is obviously a good penalty taker as well. I just have to go to the door. So we just had to break then to go and answer the door. And I'm very unprofessional. I'm sure that... let's get Dembele on. He's going to play midfield for 10 minutes. And I'm sure Pep Guardiola never has to break away from a game to go and answer the door. But that's what it is. Okay, so penalties is his. And let's just go here. Dembele to take the first. He's come on solely to take a penalty here. Have Arthur then take in Marco Varnier. Also really good at penalties apparently. Coman. Huiberg. Herving Lozano. Kluivert. Cedric. Okay. Got faith in these penalty takers to do well here. Should be ABBA. Adrian Silva takes a first and Mannion makes a save. Dembele steps up. The main man. And that's easy for him. He's full of confidence at the moment with his goal scoring record. Arthur to take. The midfield entertainer, Arthur. Oh, it's a lovely penalty. The keeper goes the right way, but Arthur makes no doubt about that one. Mahrez should score this. Oh, Mannion makes another save. He catches it too. This is brilliant performance from the young goalkeeper. Iheanacho steps up. This time the keeper doesn't make the save. Iheanacho puts it in. Varnier. Surprising penalty taker here. Marco Varnier. But that's why he's got 14 stats at penalties. This is it. This now is Coman's chance to end the game. He didn't score during the game. Did get an assist though. And will that give him the confidence to stand up here and score a goal? Coman take. And he scores! We're through to the next round of the League Cup with a second string team against Leicester. It's a really good performance. I'm quite happy with that. I'm not going to say it's disappointing. I'm going to say good win, well done. People like Will Mannion are going to be delighted with his performance, especially considering the 2 saves he made in the penalties. So that brings an end to this episode. We are going to come back for the match against Chelsea and the home match against Club Brugge. That's going to be the next 2 matches we're going to come up with, depending on who the League Cup 4th round is. When's that being drawn? That's probably not going to be drawn until after our next match. So we shall come back for that. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a like and subscribe. If you haven't, let us know why. What can we be doing to have a more exciting video for you guys? But until next time, goodbye.